The 1982 Annie opens with a scrappy red-haired orphan leading a chorus of girls in It's a Hard Knock Life.
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Why any kid would want to be an orphan is beyond me.
With a sequence with dusty beds, gray walls, and Miss Hannigan snarling, creating pure Broadway grit. Now jump to 2014, with Quiven Wallace's Annie dancing through a foster home while snapping selfies as Cameron Diaz delivers a cartoonish drunken Miss Hannigan.
Okay, showtime. You guys act well cared for.
We love you, Miss Hannigan!
Take it down 1,000. Nobody's gonna believe that.
Haram.
What was once tough and heartfelt now felt glossy and shallow. The original Daddy Warbucks, played by Albert Finney, was a stiff industrial tycoon softened by Annie's optimism.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about Annie.
You want to return her and forget it, or trade her?
I want to adopt her.
In the remake, Jamie Foxx plays a tech billionaire mayoral candidate named Will Stacks, who is more focused on polls than parents.
I think that this city deserves someone better than I am. Ha! Gay!
The charm of watching Warbucks melt into a father figure was replaced by campaign slogans and product placements. Even the iconic Tomorrow brutally changed the tone with a girl on stage with a spotlight in '82 versus Wallace singing in a studio-polished pop track layered with auto-tune.
Where's your essay?
Up here. And it's more of a performance piece.
Here we go.
My president is Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
How stupid.
Instead of timeless Depression-era resilience, audiences got a woke, pointless remake that tanked to $133 million on a $105 million budget. The 1937 Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Walt Disney's crown jewel, with a fair-skinned princess singing "Someday My Prince Will Come."
Someday my prince will come.
As dwarfs like Grumpy and Dopey deliver comic relief, it became the template for fairy tales on screen. Now in 2025, Latina actress Rachel Zegler takes the role as Snow White.
I'm waiting on a wish beneath 1,000 treetops.
Instantly drawing backlash as audiences asked how the name made sense when the original's entire premise was skinned white as snow. Instead of leaning into the classic, Zegler dismissed it by saying it's 1937, the prince is basically a stalker, as the mocking tone clashed with nostalgia.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Shut up, bitch. Sex.
Actor Peter Dinklage blasted Disney for hypocrisy by celebrating diversity in casting Snow White while reducing dwarfs to stereotypes. In response, Disney scrapped the Seven Dwarfs altogether by replacing them with CGI magical creatures.
It's a human.
What did you think I was?
Pussy.
Fans felt wronged as they went from Hi-Ho sung by miners who need pickaxe
It's home from work we go.
to an unrecognizable band of CGI companions. Disney canceled major press tours to contain the controversy, as weak tracking and ballooning costs made it less a fairy tale and more a poisoned apple. In 1950, Disney's animated Cinderella set the template, a blonde maiden in a sparkling gown rescued by a white prince as mice stitched her dress.
Well, why not?
The world was simple, romantic, and deeply traditional. Flash forward to 1997, ABC's live-action musical cast Brandy as the first Black Cinderella, Whitney Houston as the fairy godmother, and Whoopi Goldberg as the queen.
Impossible. Impossible. Impossible.
This is the worst.
Filipino actor Paolo Montalban was the prince, as suddenly the royal family looked like a racial casting inclusivity checklist.
Everyone's staring at us.
Really? I'd forgotten there was anyone else here.
Shut up, bitch.
We went from a golden-haired Cinderella singing "A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes" in a quiet attic to Brandy belting Rodgers and Hammerstein ballads in a palace of rainbow casting.
I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news.
Cake? Honestly, where does it end with you people?
While some critics applauded the boldness, others mocked it as unbelievable with "How does Whoopi Goldberg have an Asian son?" becoming a running joke. Reviews called Houston's glittery godmother a caricature
Impossible.
and Brandy's acting flat. Yet the broadcast pulled nearly 60 million viewers, but critics sniffed it was for the moment, not the ages. Still today, it's re-evaluated as groundbreaking representation. The 1989 Little Mermaid is Disney Renaissance magic. Ariel, pale-skinned with flowing red hair, sings a part of your world.
Wish I could be part of that world.
as Sebastian warns her to stay under the sea as every frame is hand-drawn wonder. In 2023, Ariel resurfaced as Haley Bailey, a black actress with braided red locks.
Wish I could be part of that world.
I'm gonna come.
The backlash exploded the moment the trailer dropped, as hashtag #NotMyAriel trended and the YouTube teaser was massively disliked. What once enchanted children now triggered a culture war, as audiences went from bubbly animated Ariel fluidly swimming with her treasures,
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the...
to Bailey filmed in dim CGI-heavy waters, with critics saying the undersea world looked lifeless.
Up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be.
The original's Prince Eric duet with colorful and bright cartoon romance
I'm sorry if this knucklehead scared you. He's harmless, really.
was swapped for a muted live-action number, all praised for Bailey's vocals but criticized for dreary visuals.
Keep singing!
Ha! Gay!
Bailey admitted she expected racist attacks. Director Rob Marshall insisted she won purely on talent, while Jodie Benson, Ariel's original voice, defended her successor. Little Mermaid barely broke even with $569 million against a $250 million budget plus marketing, as the inclusive reboot lacked classic glory. The 1984 Ghostbusters opens with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis chasing a ghost through New York City Public Library.
Egon, your mucus.
With wisecracks, proton packs, and the iconic theme song.
Who you gonna call?
GhostBusters!
That turned it into a comedy legend. Cut to 2016, with director Paul Feig reimagining the team as an all-female progressive mission with the likes of Melissa McCarthy.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh.
I'm gay.
Instead of Who You Gonna Call Excitement, the trailer became one of YouTube's most disliked videos ever, as fans were split in outrage. We went from Murray deadpanning, "He slimed me,"
Batman, what happened? Are you okay?
He slimed me.
That's great! Actual physical contact!
in a slime-soaked hallway, to Kate McKinnon licking her proton gun in the neon fight sequence.
Forgot about my new toys. Let's go.
It's a woke, but we are in a new time.
As the sarcastic versus slapstick comedy turned the woke successor into a disaster. Online, the backlash turned vicious, with Leslie Jones enduring racist trolling.
She's in a personal hell and hurt after being targeted by hateful trolls on Twitter. The tweets are so offensive, we can't repeat them.
And Feig firing back at misogynistic fanboys, as the media framed the ensuing culture war narrative as woke Ghostbusters versus Gamergate. While the '84 original grossed nearly $300 million against a $30 million budget, the 2016 reboot scraped $229 million worldwide against a combined $240 million in costs. In 1939, The Wizard of Oz gave us Judy Garland as Dorothy, clicking ruby slippers and singing Over the Rainbow. A Kansas farm girl swept into Technicolor fantasy. It was the whitest of Hollywood fairy tales, both literally and figuratively. By 2015, NBC revived The Wiz, the 1970s Broadway hit that reimagined Oz with an all-black cast.
There, what is that? There!
That there.
Yes, that, there, what is that? That, there!
Oh, that there.
No need to shout.
Shanice Williams took Dorothy's shoes while belting home with Whitney-level vocals.
When I think of home, I think of a place.
We have a problem.
And the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion weren't Midwestern caricatures, but soul, R&B, and gospel archetypes.
You can win!
We went from Garland's sepia-toned Kansas to Williams strutting into Oz on a neon-lit yellow brick road.
Morning, he's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be alone.
Losers.
From Somewhere Over the Rainbow sang softly on a farm to Queen Latifah, booming as a gender-swapped Wiz in emerald green armor.
Let me tell you that you come to the right place. Shall I make you a frog or lizard?
Ha! Gay!
The Twitter backlash was inevitable, with accusations of reverse racism and double standards. As trolls complained, the original Oz was all white, so why wasn't this one inclusive? But audiences told a different story, as 11.5 million tuned in, topping NBC's earlier Peter Pan Live, as it was hailed as fresh, joyous, and unapologetically black. The 1961 West Side Story brought Broadway's Romeo and Juliet to the screen. Natalie Woods as Maria, Richard Beymer as Tony, and gang snapping fingers across New York. It won 10 Oscars and became the definitive movie musical. 60 years later, Steven Spielberg revisited it by casting Rachel Zegler as Maria.
Buying on credit is so nice.
One look at us and they charge twice.
They're losers. They're just losers.
With Spielberg mandating all Puerto Rican roles be played by Latinx actors. Where the 61 film had brownface, the 2021 version insisted on authenticity, but the choice to leave Spanish dialogue unsubtitled sparked debate as audiences called it a woke gimmick. We went from Natalie Wood whispering, "I feel pretty,"
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
in clear English to Zegler in Spanish, leaving some viewers lost. From Russ Tamblyn leading the Jets in Cool, with 60s Broadway energy, to Mike Faist's grittier riff set against Spielberg's hyper-realistic sets. The remake also included a trans interpretation of Rough Anybody's, hailed by some as progressive but branded anachronistic by skeptics.
To join this gang of brothers, not only to be accepted into a family and seen as a unit, but be accepted for who they are as a person and accepted in their own skin.
We do not care.
$76 million worldwide against $100 million in costs allowed detractors to mock the sunk project as Spielberg's woke disaster. On TV, Batman adaptation had always leaned on tradition, with Adam West's campy Batman in the 60s, Michael Keaton's brooding Dark Knight in the 80s, and even Christian Bale's gritty reinvention in the 2000s.
Stay calm. You've been poisoned.
The hero was always a man under the cowl. In 2019, CW flipped the script as Ruby Rose was cast as Kate Kane, an openly lesbian Batwoman.
Kane. Kate Kane.
She's cool. I said, listen,
Instead of excitement, backlash hit immediately, with fans complaining Rose wasn't gay enough or Jewish enough for the role. The trailer's line, "It'll be perfect when it fits a woman,"
the suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
I'll bust their jaw with the bottom of my hand.
was clipped, memed, and slammed as SJW propaganda as YouTube dislikes piled up. We went from Bale's Batman growling, "I am Batman,"
I'm Batman.
in The Dark Knight, to Rose strapping on the suit and declaring, "I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work."
I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work.
As different eras had different ideologies. After one season, Rose quit, with Javicia Leslie replacing her as Ryan Wilder, a black bisexual woman. The backlash doubled, with Twitter filled with racist trolling as the ratings collapsed from the premiere's 1.8 million to under 500,000. Time's up. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video from my fun, lighthearted channel, Hollywood Body Count, I'd love a cheeky like, subscribe, and comment. No pressure, no sweat, your call.